I don't know if any of you have ever been a mentor or mentored, but it's a very special relationship, and we all need a mentor in our life. There's a mentor-mentee relationship in the Bible that is very special that I want to share with you this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. There's no better example of an older Christian gentleman mentoring a young, new Christian that is being called into the faith, and that's Paul mentoring Timothy. Timothy was a young man who was called of God, and Paul took him under his wing and he really trained him. And I want to share with you part of his message to Timothy, which I think we can apply to our own lives today. And it's found in 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter. And he tells him these things. He says in the 7th verse, train yourself to be godly. First thing, notice it's train yourself. We're not automatically godly. We have human nature in our life that keeps us from living a godly life. So he tells us to train ourselves to be godly. Then he says, set an example. And then he lists things. Set an example in your speech, in life, in love, in faith, in purity. We want, when people see our lives, we want to reflect Christ. We want to reflect his word. Then he says, devote yourself to reading scripture, and in this case, preaching and teaching, because Timothy was going to be a pastor. You might substitute reading scripture, praying, and witnessing, but do those things. And he finally says at the end, verse 15 and 16, is to do it diligently, be concerned about the detail, be concerned about doing it properly, and do it with perseverance. Do not give up. If we'll do those things, if we'll listen to what Paul tells us, we can become the men and women that Christ wants us to. Let's work on it today. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.